I'm Anatoly Lushnikov. I'm the head of the Futurmed company. We are developing medical solutions with the use of artificial intelligence. We have quite a lot of solutions developed. We use mammograms and X-rays as the most popular screen tests that a lot of people are exposed to. We'll work with MRI tests. We work with the microscopic analysis of cancer cells and also blood tests. Our solutions are shown here on this screen. This is what our systems look like. Each system may highlight some kind of pathologies and provide the doctor with some diagnostics prompts to make sure that the doctor makes an appropriate decision. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Over the last 7 years, the number of MRI tests has grown by 50%, and the number of professionals has grown only by 5%. We're talking about one institution in St. Petersburg, and these charts show how the number of surveys is growing. You have MRI and KT down there. Over the last 7 years, according to different sources, from 10 to 30% of verdicts are wrong and require significant adjustments. And this problem is going to be aggravated even more. How much time does a doctor have? For example, let's just take one of the X-ray tests, as should be conducted at least once every 2 years. According to Ministry of Health of Russian Federation, 77 million X-ray tests was conducted in 2016. 15,000 X-ray doctors in 2019, and 220 working days for them per year. So they only have 9 minutes for the analysis. The professionals who do it work with the MRI data. Sometimes the doctor can spend no more than 2 or 3 minutes to analyze the image. So we are working on software which is utilizing artificial intelligence, helping doctors to identify pathologies. We create a virtual assistant. In actual fact, we have a double screening of the image by AI and by the doctor, which is currently not possible yet. As far as technologies go, the AI technologies are showing very comparable precision, or even better precision than the doctor's performance. We used one of the medical institutions' results, and we saw that in 85% the opinion of artificial intelligence coincided with the doctors. In 3% of the cases we can't say much because additional diagnostics was prescribed. In 12% of the cases we see that there are some discrepancies between the decision made by AI and the real doctor. And currently we are running through this 12% of the cases, and hopefully we'll get more precise information soon. As far as efficiency of AI in screening, the precision of them has been identified higher than the doctors. Our studies show slightly lower precision, and it's due to the containing factors. And they are also important, such factors. We believe that the difference in precision is because of the volume and the quality of the data used for training of the systems. The publications show that big and high-quality data were used for training such AI systems. 150,000 images used for training, and for each image double and even triple screening were performed, and sometimes even the histological verification was conducted. The more images, the more precise the result. It's just the same as training the real doctor. Seems like that the main problem in implementing AI in medicine is the actual development, which is not true. The development is slowed down due to bureaucracy and red tape. But speaking in terms of norms and legislation, due to the current legislation, like, for example, the personal data law, personal data protection law, it's very hard to get access to images, and sometimes it gets quite impossible. So it was not taken into account that big data work would have to be required and additional agreement would have to be granted to process such images, which creates lots of complications. Also, standards are absent in this field in artificial intelligence, and clinical tests with the AI use are also complicated. Databases are created in each medical institution separately, and even if you'd like to get access to them, you'll require to get different images made on different type of equipment. I would also like to point out that most of the doctors feel quite skeptical about that. It's not about replacing the doctor with the mechanism yet. We are talking about giving additional tools to the doctors that they would utilize, which is currently not possible to do. In Russia, getting big volumes of data is proven to be very difficult, even in one single medical institution. But even if the neural network has been trained with the use of one single set of data, it does not guarantee that in other medical institutions they will be using the same stream of data. They may be using different contrast settings, different equipment, and neural network showing good results in one case, in the second case will be given faulty results. For example, at this slide, we are showing how differently the images may be if taken in different hospitals. We are currently having a resolution of such problems. The only problem right now is depersonalization of such data. But it's a very difficult process. Sometimes it gets quite impossible. The second approach, more flexible, which will become possible after January the 28th, 2021, is the non-application of certain legislative requirements, which will comply with the legislation, like, for example, not requiring getting written permission for processing of personal data, which would allow the companies to work regulating, complying with the regulations, and it may basically eliminate quite a lot of problems. Standardization is also tackled by a special technical committee. The committee was established in 2019. It's called 164 AI, and it's about creating GOSTs and standards, starting from data collection for neural network training to the actual production and training. Current standards are not so many, but the work is done, and these GOSTs projects are available at the Rosstandart website. In conclusion, I would like to say that, of course, we have some obstacles on the way of the implementation of such systems, but we have been observing good work to eliminate such obstacles, and we cherish hopes that we will be moving on forward faster with our studies in the future. I'm done. Thank you very much.